technique number 3 is to share your big vision. One of the antidotes to anxiety and fear is a strong vision. So, what are you holding as your vision for your clients during this time? You heard our vision earlier in this masterclass. Our vision is that you will emerge from this pandemic stronger, healthier, more on purpose, more authentic, actually, more inspired, and further ahead on our goals and dreams than ever before. We hold the vision that this pandemic will force the world to evolve. It'll force us as individuals to evolve. You're going to probably find out how strong and capable you actually are. That people are going to more than ever finally put health and wellness first. What I'm seeing is people are cooking at home more. They're actually deciding that they do need to pay attention to their sleep, that they do need to be moving their bodies. So there's a surgence of something that heart disease and diabetes and weight loss, like somehow that didn't stimulate. But what I'm seeing is people go into high gear on putting health and wellness first. So what we're holding as a vision is that this will force the world to evolve. Yes, some things might be bumpy and crunchy at first as we reinvent and make the old obsolete, but that we get to wake up. We get to fix our broken healthcare system where people are not being well served. We get to fix the food system where people have better access to healthy food and are taking it into their own hands. We hold the vision that crisis is not the enemy, it's the invitation. So to start seeing and being a stand for a brighter future of what good things could come out of this time period. So go ahead and put into the chat, what is one positive thing actually that has already come out of this time period? This is something that you'll be able to incorporate into your vision. And I'm going to talk about now how to develop your vision. But just go ahead and put into the chat, what is one thing, one positive thing that has happened since this began? I will say one for me is that I am actually cooking 100% at home. And before, I did mostly cook at home, but I would order out, I'd go out to dinner. But there's a way I've been way more deliberate with what I'm putting in my body. Kristen says more quality time with family, even better conversations. Yeah, Yvonne is saying virtual classes for clients. Jessica has more time to work on her business. Great, amazing. Yeah, other people are also going online. Sarah says, I get to see my husband so much more because we're both working from home. Rachel is having more outdoor activities and family and cooking time together. Great. So how do you develop your vision? Well, based on your personal experience, usually a hardship you overcame and led to an innovation, a reimagining. So as you all just wonderfully put into the chat, something positive that has come so far is to start weaving that into your vision. Now your vision must be authentic, it must be clear, but it might start with a sentence starter. Try this on. I see a world, or I imagine a world where, and then start filling in the blanks and start with your own world. I see a vision where we as a family, okay, you could start there, and then start expanding that to your business, your coaching practice. I see a coaching practice where I see a world where people need advocates for their well-being and that they value it and want to invest in it. How about that as part of the vision? So your vision, it must be authentic. It must be clear. Certainty trumps fear, and we need that now. That's leadership. And we must be the ones holding that emotional center to bring stability and security. We're holding the polarity against the free fall into fear, right? So let's see if we have a couple. Great. Change here says, I see a vision where there is love and compassion everywhere. Steph says, I see a world that values and prioritizes mind management. Yeah, Trisha says that people seem to be coming together more. Lynn says, I see a world where people are living their purpose and living in harmony with other life. Christine, I'm seeing a world where people are reaching out to others' needs. Yeah, great. This is fantastic.
So as you're reading these, Stacey, just knowing that when you come up with your vision, that this is what you're going to share with people, that the opportunity of this time is. This time is happening because it's giving us the opportunity to X. I'll just give a quick example, Stacey. There was a woman that I coached on Instagram it was 2 days ago. For those of you who would like daily health and life coaching, that's happening on the Instagram page every single weekday with me, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And I was coaching someone who was working with emotional eaters. And she said, this time period is really hard if you're someone who's dealing with emotional eating. And we just went through, like, what is the message that you have for emotional eaters? What's your vision that this time can turn into? And she just went into this like passionate discussion about how she feels like this is the ultimate opportunity to sort of, she kind of said, like, make friends with emotion, like come into alignment with emotional eating and use different behaviors to cope with the present than eating. And she was holding that out as a vision. And I said, that's what you share in your emails. That's what you share in whatever you're posting. That's what you share in your conversations and your direct messages when you're talking with family or friends. Like, I believe this time is for X. And that the more you share that vision, the more you're sharing your leadership, the more you're holding that polarity of certainty, the better. And people are going to be drawn to that because they understand, oh, she is holding something for me. I feel that leadership. I want to go toward that vision that she's painting or he's painting. That's what we're looking for.